My fellow Irishmen and women, from Limerick to Ballymena, from Waterford to Monaghan, from Coleraine to Killarney to Blessington, from Cork to City West to Tralee, we are at a turning point in our history. I believe the time from marching up and down O'Connell Street to the Custom House quays in Dublin is behind us. Peaceful protests have done their job. They've awakened this island, from grandparents to grandkids, from fathers, mothers and children. We have now come together in our thousands. We have shaken and rocked the system, and we have one shared purpose: to reclaim our country, our freedom and our safety. But in light of recent days, where I have been personally targeted by Malachy Stinson, Gavin Pepper and Patrick Quinlan and Luke O'Connor, let me be very clear. I will not be shamed. I will not be silenced. We are only getting started in this movement. Marching to the Custom House is no longer enough. The time has come to march on Leinster House, the Dáil itself, on a sitting day and demand its dissolution. That is where the betrayal is happening. That is where our sovereignty is being sold out. That is where your children's future is being written without your consent. So today, I'm putting the question and asking, if I were to organise this protest for the dissolution of the Dáil on a sitting day, I'm asking, can I call on every lorry driver and transport operator, every farmer with a tractor, every carer, worker or student, everyone with disabilities, every fisherman, poultry farmer and business owner, every mother, grandparent and young person, every student, every single voice who still believes in truth, sovereignty and justice? This is a rallying cry, not just to protest, but to take back Ireland. This is not a protest. This is a national stand. This is Ireland's turning point. I'd invite speakers from every county, north and south of the border, and every protest group that has been held the line, with no censors on the microphone, no control on the microphone. I'd allow Anthony Casey, Herman Kelly, Derek Bly, Anna from City West, James Collins, Fergus Power, Peter Murphy from Drogheda, Tracy from Dundalk and Newry, Peter the Draper from Drogheda, and many more. From Waterford, Limerick, Galway, Tralee, Killarney, Cork, Monaghan, Ballymena, Coleraine, Belfast, Blessington, Athlone, Tipperary and City West. There would be no control over a microphone under my watch. Let's hear the voices of the 16,000 Irish homeless, the anti-abortion movement, the sex deaths still unspoken, the truth about the COVID vaccine damage, the farming crisis, the cost of diesel and suffocating regulation, the high rising of inflation on our grocery bills inflicted on every household in the country, the disgraceful EU Migration Pact. Let this be an open mic for the Irish soul, north and south, Catholic and Protestant, man and woman, young and old, together. I call on everyone. And yes, even Gavin Pepper, because if we are to build a future, we must look past our personal grudges. My enemy's enemy is now my friend. Unity is what's needed. I will even stand shoulder to shoulder with those who've criticised me, because I believe in Ireland, not egos. Let us give a voice to the silent majority. I'm inviting everyone from anti-immigration protests to anti-lockdown protests, to the families dealing with vaccine injuries, the anti-abortion advocates and those mourning excess deaths. If you've suffered, carers as well, who cater for our disability people, the homeless, you're not alone. If your land has been taken, if your community is changing beyond recognition, if you're waiting on VAT returns while the elites grow fat, you are not alone. Tom Moran, the 80-year-old man from Mayo, who stood for Ireland when others cowered, he will be with us. And we need more like him. We need you. When I stood in Bangor at a loyalist bonfire, I told the people, you will not burn out tricolour this year. And guess what? They agreed. That moment has now reached over 300,000 people on TikTok with 7,853 likes and over 1,000 messages of unity, peace and hope, because people are ready. We are seeing something historic. Catholic and Protestants, for the first time in a long time, are standing side by side because we all see the truth. Our country is under attack and we must unite to defend it. Let me name the towns they've targeted: Newry, Ballymena, Belfast, Killarney, Tralee, Monaghan, Coleraine, Cork, Kerry, Galway, Athlone, Limerick, Tipperary, Waterford, Blessington, City West, Donegal, Newry. Every one of them is under siege by the government that is secretly planning unvetted illegal men into our parishes, cities and towns. No consultation, no consent and no care. Even Croke Park, the sacred heart of Irish sport, is now being used as a prayer mat for foreign religions, which we were told to keep quiet. Is this still Ireland, or are we being erased in silence? To those thinking and trying to knock me down, I must be doing something right. To those I'm saying out loud, too bold, too direct, I say we need new leaders now, not glory hunters or jockeys with big whips and small courage. We need to cop on and build a real movement and change, and that starts here with us. Unity is what's needed, and without your cooperation, I can't make this happen. Are you ready to take a day off work, drive across counties for your children who cannot yet speak but depend on you to protect their future? Stand with me, stand with the likes of Tom Moran, an 80-year-old man still standing strong in Mayo. But I will not organise this without your help. So if you want to join me, please email me at info@michellekeane.ie and reach out to me and see how can we make this possible. We need your help. We need sound systems, tractors, logistic, transport, crowd coordination, and most importantly, people and courage. Because this isn't just another rally. This is our movement, our time, our stand. To those in Leinster House, you may have the buildings, but we have the people. And I remind you of the words of Daniel O'Connell, the liberator: nothing is politically right, which is morally wrong. What has been done to our land, our children, and our faith is morally wrong, and we will no longer accept it. Ireland belongs to the Irish. Are we finally waking up? Are you ready? I ask you, are you ready to take a day off work, to raise your voice, to put Ireland first, and ready to take this to the next level? Not just a protest with a stand where you will join me, where I will have on Bunrocht Hearing our Constitution of Ireland and a request with the backing of you, the Irish people, to dissolve the Dáil on that day. Then join me. Write to info@michellekeane.ie. Bring your mic, your courage, your people. Together we will go to the Dáil. Together we will speak, and together we will reclaim Ireland. I can only do this with the backing of you, the Irish people. So I'm putting the question to you. Are you ready for this movement to take it to the next level? Because I am, but without you, I can't achieve this. Ireland for Ireland. Ireland the Republic. Chucky our law inish. Goramila Mahagav.